And Martha, I've read where you, before you even agreed to participate in the project, sort of insisted that there be some rehearsal time worked in. And I'm curious why that was, like what going into it you sort of saw that you needed that time, and did you get what you needed from the, even though it's just a few days of rehearsal?
Well, I would only qualify that I insisted. I didn't insist, really. I mean,
oh, come on now.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah.
I didn't. I did strongly suggest
Yes. Yeah.
that Fran and I met. We met for coffee or wine or both. I can't remember. And
I could guess.
We talked about what this film, might entail, and what was possible for it, and we talked about. I had worked with Sidney Lumet on a film called Running on Empty, and Sidney, having come from a live television background, was adamant about rehearsal and really approached his filmmaking very methodically that way. I mean, he rehearsed his films as though they were plays. I mean, truly, he taped everything out of the set. We had props, and we, after a period of 2 weeks, we were running it like a play. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I thought that, and Fran agreed, of course, we had a great conversation about it, that would be a really helpful way for us to approach this film, just because of the nature of the writing and the intimacy and the fact that it's all in one room. Now, of course, that was an attractive idea to Fran and to me, but of course we didn't have the resources, nor did we, were we able to get all of us actors together in the same room for the same period. There were so many reasons why it just wasn't feasible. And I think in the end, that probably was really okay. And I think we all felt, or at least I felt, that 2.5 days of rehearsal was somehow enough. I mean, the relationships that we developed in that 2.5 days were so fast and so deep. Mm-hmm. And I mean, luckily so, gratefully so, we liked each other immediately. And I think we maybe got through the script fully, maybe once. But I think we felt that was enough. And as Reed said, discovering it and it unfolding in the room ended up being really marvelous and really kind of miraculous, because as I've said it before, I feel very much that this screenplay of Fran's, more than a play, it reads to me like a piece of music. And it was really wonderful to be able to, as everyone has already said, to, work with these extraordinary people and play that piece of music and hear it and be surprised by it, and be taken away with it. That was a very powerful thing, very beautiful thing. And I think also we've sort of joked that I don't know if we would have been able to handle 2 weeks of rehearsal. We might have blown our brains out, but you know what I mean? It was just like, it would be just, I think it might have been just gilding the lily a bit, just if that makes sense.
Well, so I'm glad we didn't get through performing it to each other, because I had no idea what any of you were going to do, and I had no idea what I was going to do. And I'm glad that I hadn't seen it in that room in New York until it happened on camera.